Today, cats rule the internet, but in the past, they ruled entire civilizations. They were worshipped as gods, guardians of crops, and symbols of fertility and luck. From the temples of ancient Egypt to the farms of Scandinavia, cats weren't just pets, they shaped human history in mysterious ways. This is the story of cats in the ancient world. No civilization is more closely tied to cats than ancient Egypt. Around 2000 BC, cats became household protectors, keeping homes safe from snakes and mice. But they soon took on a sacred role. Egyptians associated cats with Bastet, the goddess of protection, motherhood, and fertility. She was often depicted as a woman with the head of a lioness or domestic cat. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a crime so serious it could be punished by death. Families often buried their cats with jewelry, and thousands of cat mummies have been discovered in Egyptian tombs. Some temples even raised sacred cats that people traveled across Egypt to worship. The love Egyptians had for cats was so deep that when a family cat died, people shaved their eyebrows as a sign of mourning. Cats weren't just companions, they were family, protectors, and divine symbols. Asterisk. While cats weren't worshipped as gods in Mesopotamia, their importance was practical and life-saving. Agriculture was the foundation of Mesopotamian life, and rats threatened entire harvests. Cats became essential guardians of grain stores, protecting the food supply that cities depended on. Some ancient myths even connected cats to fertility and motherhood. For example, the goddess Ninhursag, associated with nurturing and life, was sometimes symbolized by animals like the cat. Even if not worshipped directly, cats became linked with the cycle of survival, protecting food, families, and the very future of the community. Cats reached ancient Greece later, carried by traders from Egypt. At first, they were considered exotic and rare, symbols of wealth for those who could afford them. Greeks admired cats for their elegance but relied more on weasels for hunting pests. However, cats began appearing in Greek art and pottery, often curled at the feet of women or beside children, symbolizing both domestic comfort and protection. This shift shows how cats gradually moved from useful pest control to valued household companions. Asterisk. The Romans spread cats across Europe. Roman soldiers and sailors traveled with cats to protect grain on ships and in camps. Cats quickly became beloved not just for their usefulness, but for their independence and loyalty. The Romans even associated cats with the goddess Libertas, a symbol of freedom. Unlike dogs, cats could not be trained easily, which made them symbols of independence, something Romans respected. As Rome expanded, so did cats, eventually reaching Britain, Gaul, and northern Europe. Asterisk. In Norse mythology, cats were sacred to Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility. Her legendary chariot was said to be pulled by two giant cats. Farmers believed that keeping cats in the home would bring good harvests, and brides were often gifted kittens as a blessing for marriage and fertility. This connection between cats and prosperity made them deeply respected in Viking culture. They weren't just hunters of mice, they were seen as magical creatures tied to the cycles of life, love, and survival. Cats also played an important role in early Chinese civilization. During the Han Dynasty, cats were brought into homes to protect silk farms from rats, preserving valuable trade goods. Over time, they came to be seen as bringers of luck, prosperity, and protection. This cultural symbolism lived on in the famous Maneki Neko, or beckoning cat, still popular today across Asia. With its raised paw, it's believed to attract wealth, happiness, and good fortune. The idea of cats as guardians of prosperity stretches back thousands of years. Asterisk. What's fascinating is that no matter the culture, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Rome, Scandinavia, or China, cats always played a role in survival, spirituality, or prosperity. They appear in art, myths, and even religion. Cats were never just animals. They were protectors of food, symbols of love and fertility, and even sacred messengers of the gods. Their reputation as mysterious, almost otherworldly creatures, has followed them through centuries and across continents. Asterisk. From divine guardians in Egyptian temples to protectors of Viking harvests and symbols of luck in China, cats shaped the ancient world in ways few animals ever did. So, the next time your cat stares at you with those mysterious eyes, remember, it may just be carrying the spirit of a god, a goddess, or a guardian from civilizations long gone. Which civilization's cat story do you think is the most fascinating? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of the ancient world. Asterisk.